One day, a man called his son to advise him, his teenage son. So he told his son, wealth and fortune does not bring happiness. Well, the teenage son looked at his father and replied, Dad, have you tried it? A young man called his wife one day and asked his wife, Dear, do you love me just because of the wealth my father left for me? The wife replied and said, No, dear, I would love you even if the wealth was left for you by any other person. You see, there is so much emphasis on riches and wealth. The truth of the matter is, no one is truly happy when their dreams is not actualized. The Bible, the book of Proverbs says, a man's wealth is the ransom for his life. The truth of the matter is you cannot be truly happy, or rather, there is a saying that wealth, riches, and fame does not bring happiness. But the truth of the matter is wealth, riches, and fame brings happiness. Ask every man who is successful in life, try to find out if they are happy. You'll be surprised at your finding. You know that it takes a lot to pursue a goal and achieve it. And when you eventually achieve your dream, there's nothing as happy as that. That is why true happiness comes when your desire is being gratified. Hence, even the scriptures spoke about God being interested in gratifying our heart desires. If you are not following me, please quickly tap the follow button, like this video and share. And if you are watching me through YouTube, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. A poor man is more likely to be frustrated and depressed than a rich man. I'm not saying that a rich man is never going to be depressed, but I'm saying that majority of the causes of frustration is because of lack of money. Check a lot of people who got depressed. Money is usually behind it. Lack of money. In 2020, during the COVID-19 lockdown, we saw a lot of people going towards the way of going suicidal. If you begin to probe into what is causing what is moving them into, or rather what is causing their frustration, you realize that so much of dissatisfaction, unfulfilled goals, loss of hope, or inability to get or actualize their heart desire is behind these frustrations. What am I saying? I'm saying that life is worth living, and it is worth living well. It is better you do everything humanly possible to achieve your life dream, to achieve that goal, that heartbeat of yours in life, than to let your years go by without actually actualizing or achieving anything tangible in life. To achieve true freedom financially, a man must follow 3 steps, which is number 1, you need to see it. That thing you want to become, that future you want to achieve, that company you want to you set up, if you don't see it, you can never make it happen. No person becomes a founder by mistake or by chance. You have to see it in your mind. You have to really see it, plan it, then actualize it. So your first step is see it. The second step is create it. It is now when you have created it that you can now relax and begin to enjoy, which is the 3rd stage. Enjoy your labor. A lot of people want to enjoy early. In your 20s, you want to drive the latest car, you want to build the latest mansion. As much as those things are good, it is better to delay your gratification. There are much more in life than those days of flexing and enjoyment. It will come. But first of all, establish your dream, establish your vision. When you see it, create it first. Ensure that your foundation and your structure is well laid out before you start enjoyment, or before you start spending your labor. This is why a lot of people will run into money at a stage in their life, and after a couple of years, you see them still broke because they could not delay their gratification. A sculptor was asked a question. He made a very beautiful masterpiece, and he was asked, "How were you able to make this masterpiece?" And he said to them, the masterpiece is already engraved in the stone. All I did was just to see it and carve out the part of it that is not necessary to get the right shape. So you see, your purpose in life, your dream, that your pursuit, that very thing you want to achieve in life is already in you. It's already in you, but you need to see it and work towards it. By making the right choices and utilizing opportunities to bring them into actualization. There are many dreams that will never see the light of the day because the dream bearer don't, or rather do not, work on himself to, or rather is not disciplined enough to work towards those dreams diligently in order to bring it into actualization. So there are principles and steps you need to apply in order to diligently work towards your dreams and bring them into fulfillment. But first, you have to see the dream. You have to see that vision. You have to see it in the eyes of your mind. You have to see it. A future you cannot see, you cannot achieve. That company you want to build, you have to first of all see it. Design the company in your mind before you work towards it. Now, when you have seen it, what else? The next thing is that you have to craft a goal around it. Every person listening to me today, if you do not have a life goal, you are making a big mistake. There should be a goal, a well-defined goal for your life. Then if you are running a business, or you are pursuing a dream, there should be a well-defined goal for those dreams. This will be a blueprint. It will serve as a roadmap to where you are going in life. And your goal has to follow a laid down, or rather certain principle to become valid. For instance, a goal has to be specific. You should clearly define what you want to accomplish. It shouldn't be today you are pursuing piloting, tomorrow you are pursuing nursing. You have to be very specific what you want to achieve. Secondly, your goal should be measurable. How do you know if you have actually achieved this goal? If you in the next 10 years you find yourself somewhere, can you really say that your goal is achieved? What is your yardstick towards measuring these goals? This is what we call the key performance indices. You have to identify your KPIs towards actualizing these goals of yours. What are you going to use as the most important, indices to measure the actualization of this your goal? Thirdly, your goal should be attainable. Don't give yourself goals that are unrealistic. For instance, someone at the age of 45 who has never been to the military before suddenly decides to set a goal to become an army general someday. It's an unrealistic goal. You can't be talking of such thing at that age. You have to set a goal that is realistic. Fourthly, your goal should be relevant. It's something that is really, it should be something that is really a priority, not just for frivolity. It's not just for fun. Let it really be a priority. It should be really relevant, not just set up to impress people or to, show off. Let it be something really relevant. And lastly, it should be time bound. You should be able to specify a timeline or a deadline towards achieving this goal. You can say by the next 3 years, my company should be reaching out to so place. By the next 5 years, I should be in 5 countries, employing so number of staffs. It should be very specific. Or rather, it should have a time, a deadline to actualize it. Now, the fact that you set a deadline does not mean you must meet the deadline, but it means that you have to work towards meeting the deadline. If you are young today, you still have enough time to get started. If you're a young man, it is easier to attain financial freedom than for an elderly person. The truth of the matter is, unless you come from a wealthy family, your parents are rich, then you got inheritance, or you commit a one or two crime, break the law and make money, or you won a jackpot. Financial freedom is really going to take you years to achieve. So for you to get to this point, you have to start now. You have an advantage if you're a young man, because you can actually make things happen. Can actually start working towards the principles of financial freedom early in life. Okay, now in subsequent videos, I'm going to be sharing some tips and some important principles you should begin to apply at this stage of your life. So if you are listening to me, make sure you follow me so that you don't miss out on my other videos. I will be with you next time.